What do you have there, Head?
Couple egg cartons.
Couple of egg cartons?
Couple.
Just a few?
Yeah.
One of my neighbors knows that we're going to get chickens. So she's like, I got a bunch of egg cartons. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, would you like them? I'm like, sure. So we're getting the egg cartons way before we ever get chickens. So that's not a bad thing. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. We were off doing some running around today a little bit, Heather and I. Huh? Oh. So, and obviously the puppies are out running around. So, anyway, we woke up today and there was 3 packages here. And I'm going to tell you what we got here. Dale has lost his mind, but in a good way. He sent us 8 boxes of the Canadian pickling salt. So we got 8 4-pound boxes of those. He sent another 100 pounds of rice. So,
It's not out here, obviously.
which is really, it's not.
Well, you're pointing, so people might get confused. I don't know.
Well, thank you for that, Heather. Thanks to Heather's brilliance, we have now come to the deduction that the rice is not out here. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that very much for pointing that out.
Yeah, glad to be of service.
You are just absolutely fantastic.
I know.
So anyway, he also sent a 30-pound bag of Iams Smart Puppy food, which is, the Iams is like the best and it's real expensive. He also sent a little thing here for the cats. It's a Party Mix Crunch.
Because they party really hard.
Because they are partiers. Yeah, their cats are out being crazy. We also got Purina Bacon Strips and cheesy bakery backs. I think that's what that's. I can't really. B-A-C. Bacon. Bark and bacon. Okay.
Bark and bacon.
Dog treats. So Dale, thank you very much for all of that. I appreciate it. What's the matter? Are you on dog watch?
Yeah, I'm the puppy lifeguard.
The puppy lifeguard? Yeah. So you got to have. Well, where's your big orange? Where's your big orange thing that you're supposed to keep under your arm, in case you have to dive in and go get them?
I left it back at home.
Oh, see, that's how it goes.
So you're gonna do an Olympic dive right off there into the stones?
Yeah, and it's going to hurt very much, but it's going to be fun.
There you go. As long as you're having a good time.
You won't remember when you've broken your
So
neck.
anyway, so somebody was saying that they don't see the cats laying around here when the puppies are out, but there's Mr. Buddy right there, and he does not care.
Get his ears back, though.
I know, he always got his ears back because he's ready. Socks comes out here, and she whacks the dogs like crazy. So they
won't let them in sometimes. She'll be on the stairs and whack them.
Yeah, so Socks is the boss even over the puppies, even though they're a lot bigger. So anyhow, we went down today to Lowe's, and actually then we also stopped at Walmart because I wanted to pick up, I needed more of the gallon and then the, what was the other kind, Heather? Quart. Containers of the, for freeze-dried, or not freeze-dried, for vacuum sealing everything. So I picked up a bunch of those. We had gone over to Lowe's to get the buckets and the lids, and we actually, you want to grab those lids out of the back, Heather?
I don't know, you can't open the door.
All right, I'll get it. So we get there, they have no buckets, and they only had 5 of the Gamma lids. So I was like, okay. So I said, well, when are they going to be coming in? He goes, what do you say, tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
They'll be in by tomorrow.
He said they'll be in by tomorrow. So I gave him my name and number, and he said that he would call me when they came in, because we have a lot of stuff to pack up now, especially with another 100 pounds of rice to go. So we're not going to run out of rice anytime soon here, guys, so that's a good thing. So I have 1 bucket already here at the house. So we picked up the 5 lids that they had, and so we have to go back and get 10 more buckets and 5 more lids. So then we should be in pretty good shape, and hopefully we can pack up most of everything that we have. We'll see how far we get into it. So that's what's happening on that end. So then we had to stop and get a new backpack.
Yeah, and a couple supplies.
Some school supplies for Miss Heather. So she's going to be ready to go. We went out into the garden today. And I'll show you what we got out of the garden. Started picking peppers. So we got those. We have some cucumbers. Pulled a couple more of the eggcorn squash. And 1 more of the zucchini, or the orange squash, yellow squash, whatever you call it. So the game plan is also grab some stuff for. We're going to be doing some canning here, making some pickles shortly. So hopefully we'll get that squared away and get that done. But today was like, so we were getting some running around done and stuff like that. So let's look at solar today. Now, so we had a pretty overcast day, as you can see here today at the homestead. The sun really wasn't out a whole tremendous amount. It was out in and out a little bit. But we'll go in here and we'll take a look. And we will see. Let's see. We pulled in 2.4 kilowatt hours on this charger, or charge controller, and we pulled in 4.2 kilowatt hours on this one. So a grand total of 6.6 kilowatt hours today, which is actually really, really good. I'm not going to complain about that at all. And they're still actually, both of them at the moment are still pulling in power. And it is almost 7 o'clock at night, so really good day solar wise. Not going to complain about that at all. Since we redid the wiring, the production of the panels in that set have definitely gone up. This one was already wired right. It's just because of where they are and the angle. That's why we're not getting as much production out of those. So obviously that's got to be something that's going to be addressed. Let's see, what was I going to tell you guys? What was I going to tell him, Heather? I don't know. So anyway, so yes, Eddie's wearing his boxers, just so you know, because usually when he chills out at the house, that's what he wears. I don't think he... Yeah, no, he's got shorts. He just would rather be hanging out in his boxers. So, but that's what Eddie does. So I'm going to take you over here to the garden real quick, so you guys can see that. The broccoli was completely done, so we pulled those plants out. You can see the onions here are doing well. The acorn squash has actually grown up that way and grown up the fence there. It's gone a little bit crazy. And actually, you know what, Heather? Those look like a couple of tomato plants growing in the center here. That's what those are. Those came up from seed from last year. There's a couple tomato plants. I was looking at that going, wait a minute, those look like tomato plants. Yeah, so we got a couple of tomato plants growing up here that must have come up from seed from last year. That's pretty funny, actually, that they're that big and I didn't even notice. So anyway, garden is doing well, as you can see. The tomato plants, you can see the tomatoes are coming. They're not ripening yet, but they're getting bigger, and they're all over there. See, this has decided, it's even got a new sprout over here, but it's grown over the top of the tomatoes. And I probably should take that off of there and send it back the other way. But tomatoes are all in here. You can see good sized tomatoes there. There's good sized tomatoes all through here. So yeah, tomatoes are doing great, and everything else is doing well. I mean, the garden this year has been absolutely fantastic. I have no complaints whatsoever. Everything came in so far. Now I'm hoping, like I said, the tomatoes are all nice and big here, and hopefully they'll ripen up really nice for us, and we'll get a good crop of them as well. So we will see what happens with that. But that's pretty much it. I mean, nothing super exciting. My elbow is getting better every day, just so you guys know. There's Mr. Lucy. Hold on a second, guys. Here, Luce. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. I like it when he does that. He reaches up for you to pet him. He's a good cat. He's been sleeping with me every night. Him and Max are usually in my room. Bella and Socks are in with Heather each night, and Buddy's usually out running the streets. That's what he does. And then in the wintertime he'll be in. But he's a good boy too, aren't you, Buddy? Buddy, a good boy. Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it here at the homestead. Nothing super exciting. So first of all, let me just say again, Dale, thank you so much for the stuff. Very unexpected to see more stuff coming in the mail today. I did not expect that at all. So that was freaking awesome. And I was like, oh my God, another 100 pounds of rice. So yeah, so guys, now we're keeping tally. Dale has sent us 200 pounds of rice now, 48 pounds of pinto beans and 24 pounds of black beans, and now 32 pounds of pickling salt, as well as plus the dog food and stuff like that. And the puppies will thank you, and the cats will thank you as well. So I appreciate it. It's very kind of you thinking of the animals as well and thinking of us. It really means a lot. It really truly does. We also today, me and Heather were in town, ran into the same lady that we ran into before, and we're walking in the store, and all of a sudden I hear Prepper Nurse 1, and I turn around and it's this lady again. So young lady, nice to see you. She has a restaurant in one of the towns, and so she's like, that's why she's always shopping. So, but very, very nice lady. So it was very nice to see you again as well. And but yeah, guys, things are, like I said, things are moving along here. I'm getting better every day. My elbow's better every day. So I've been working on it. So it's getting there. But we'll get things squared away. So anyway, listen. I hope everybody's doing well. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so that's so important to tell the people that you care about how you feel. And remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. That's it. Nobody else, okay? So I will talk to you all tomorrow, and I hope you have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. Say goodbye, Heather.